If you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. We got another one. And this one has something I've never seen before. You can't identify it by the bottom of it. You probably ain't been around the reselling game too long, buddy. But that's okay. You might be here to learn. You might be here to laugh at me. I don't know. But we'll get to that. We got this bad Larry. And then we got a Life and a Monopoly because I have a pile of 16 board games I have to go through. So I'm just trying to get that done. So let's start with Life. Well, the game of Life is one of 4 board games I buy for parts. 4 are Monopoly, Life, Sorry, and Clue. I do not sell these as a game. I rip them apart. And grabbed this today, and thankfully it's out there because I didn't realize I was out of cars. I got one set. We're going to be hopefully adding another one. This is in good shape. It's all packed up, except where is my spinner? Where is my spinner? Where is my spinner? I don't got a spinner. They robbed me of a spinner. So the 2 things I buy this for are the pegs and cars and the spinner, and it ain't in here. So this is the risk you take. This is why I don't feel bad buying stuff from thrift stores to resell, because if you bought that to play the game of Life, you couldn't. You can't do it with a die. You need the spinner. So somebody would have been very sad. They would have returned it. The store would have thrown it away. I'm doing a favor by just saying, okay, fine, whatever. So I don't need these. All I need are pegs and my cars. And I'll find out later. Alright, we got enough cars. Looks like we're missing cars. Oh no, we got 6. We're good. My listing right now is 6 cars, 47 pegs. I just move denominations on things until I sell them. So I think the game maybe came with 50 or 52. You don't actually need it to play the game. So 47 was what I landed on. So I'll count that up and figure out what we got here. I shuffled those away before I realized I didn't actually say it. I had enough cars, but not enough pegs, but I had backups. So I got a full listing. That's $3 on the board for a $2 game because I was missing my spinner. This is a Monopoly 85. Alright, we got our tokens. And we got the gun. What I'm missing lately. I can make a ton of these, but you get low on certain ones. Hotels and houses. Money. Let's sort this out. Alright, so we got a good clean stack of what would be considered mid-period money, which has the writing on it. It has this color scheme. We have our 10 classic tokens. Later on, they removed the ship and the cannon. And it was an 8 count. But that's the classic 10. And then I had enough of these to make another lot of hotels, houses, which I have a running huge lot of those. So we got 2, 4, 6. And that's how we roll with board games. So let's check out our castle. All right, so this is the Fisher-Price Great Adventures 1994 Night Castle. And this is a really good one. Not for accessories, but for stickers. Stickers is the only thing you can't fix on these when you get them. So, of course, whenever you get something like this, the question is, do I keep it and build one to sell complete? Complete price right now is $150 to $180. Or do I part it out? So, if this was perfect, I would probably work on another one. We'll get to why in a second. The drawbridge, the sticker's messed up. It's crooked as hell. It's like up onto the rocks. And while the front stickers are great, nobody even did the side stickers. We got banners and everything. And it's missing one of the interior stickers completely. But the rest of them are good. One of them feeling, but I'm not going to keep the body. The other thing is, if you want to dedicate a lot of space to something, I would keep this around as the best example that I have currently. The last one of these I sold complete. Actually had way worse stickers. But what do we have on this? We have a functional drawbridge. It has the button on the back so you can raise it yourself. And it clicks and lowers. This hatch. We got this hatch. We don't have the cannon. And the cannon is the second most common missing part to this. The cannon itself sells for $35. So I was sad that that wasn't there, but then missing the trap door, we have the catapult. This is the most difficult part to find because you pull it back to fire it. It breaks. It breaks off here. I've never seen one. So, and I buy every one of these I can. Catapult price right now. So we're going to chop this up. I'm not going to do it on camera because it would make a... Actually, we got 6 minutes in. I might as well. Why not get handy for a second here? All right, so how are we going to get this out? I think we could just tug on it. Quite frankly, there we go. That wasn't too bad. Extraction. This is a bit more complicated. The door can be a little tricky too. But yeah, you got tabs here, but it always breaks off right here. Somebody gets way overzealous, and if you play with it a lot, that happens. Now, a point to make, I am going to go back to the store I got this from tomorrow. Sunday is today. That's the day the stickers get rolled back and you can get some deals. That's where I get all my board games on Sunday, basically. But if they dropped this off, I have to assume there's perhaps another toy bag, and I might be able to get the balls that go in this, or some of the knights. And that the cannonballs go for about $5 each. So I'd like to pick some of those up. But for now, this going rate is $55. So that's an easy there. All right. Next part is this. I have never sold one of these, but what I do is 2 things. Now we have volume pricing on eBay. I can actually offer you a deal if you're going to buy more than one. I think this is my 3rd one. I hang on to them because if I run into a castle that's complete except this, I got one. But I keep them on sale too because I try to move them for parts. I'm not going to put a price on this because I've never sold one. With this gate, you could get out of here. You could either disassemble the entire tower, or you could just kind of be tricky and you slide it and you can kind of see it through the window here. Get a finger under the edge, I can pop it out. And I don't have to worry about damaging the tower because I'm not going to keep it. So now it's up past the part it's supposed to be on the bottom here. And it's a matter of getting it up and out of the tower. You can see it in the window now. And you just got to turn it past the screw holes. Eventually, you will work the whole thing out. This one's pretty stuck. I gotta put this in my lap and get this out of here. Alright. That took a bit, but we wrestled this out. There is also a part, you can see the back, like it's a chute. I don't know these. Some people have that and that listed. I don't think you could break this. I mean, you could if you threw like a screwdriver down this. But I don't think it's worth the effort taking it out or even shipping it because the idea that somebody bought one of these and it's completely smashed to pieces and they're trying to rebuild it, they would be cheaper to buy one complete. You know, the parts are for people that get these and want to complete it, and they're missing one thing or two things. And I have that conversation with people pretty frequently where they're looking for, you know, a deal on, you know, I need the Canon and the blank. And I'm sure there are people out there that just do work to complete these. The next thing we take off is the top of the tower, which you can't really see. Let's put it down here. So this is a piece, and this could break. I don't know if they sell often, but just on principle, I do remove it because it's really not difficult. It's 4 tabs. And I could see if you picked it up and dropped it, I bet you could break this. No, I've never seen one in the wild that was busted. Either way, for all that effort, I might as well just list it. And then the last one is the drawbridge. Can be pretty tough because you got this black piece here, and this is what breaks, the part that you use to open and close. You have to get it out past this. So if I had pliers, I would do it that way. I think I will just bend the shit out of it rather than go get them. You have to get this side out first with the lever because you can't tip it to get it out if you do it the other way. Like if you could get this side out very easily. This one we gotta pry at a bit, and I don't care about damaging the castle so much. Like I said, I'm not going to keep it around because the stickers aren't perfect on it. I'm definitely not keeping it around. I'm just going to tip it out a little bit. Something's hung up. What am I hung up on? Maybe just that. All the way back now. If I can push this. Just trying to be very mindful not to break the. Seems like very weak. This might be damaged. This just does not want to pop out. I might just do the other side and see now that I've broken the edge here. I'm afraid I'm going to break this if I don't do it the smarter way, which is to take this whole tower off. The tower clips in the bottom, which is a hassle, but once I take it off, get the whole thing out. Sometimes you can sneak it out a little bit. It feels too loose, like. So you bend the hell out of the bottom of that. Again, I ain't selling it again. Take a screwdriver. Honestly, I should have done that in the first place. Usually that's a lot harder than just scooting a bit out. But that's all we got out of here. like I said, it was missing the trap door as well. The trap door I have, because I sell parts, obviously, and I do have those in stock, but the cannon I just sold. And that's $35, so yeah, that's good. It's functional. So, get this out of the way. And we already did our catapult. I'm not counting these, I'm just adding them to the collection. The drawbridge I just sold as well. And I'm just going to relist it at the price it was at. Bear with me and I'll get that. I want to say it was 10. It is kind of a pain to send because you got to compensate for this thing. You got to wrap it up kind of thick. But we have drawbridge. Wouldn't be too many of these. Oh, I sold for 12. So there's a drawbridge. I'm just going to reactivate. Sold it last 3 weeks ago. So we got another one. At 12, that puts us at there. That's a good Sunday. That's not even close to what I got today. I've been working at this for a bit. So if you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.